Hello and welcome to all in this video lectures series on C programming. We are discussing a concept of arrays. In previous video session, we have seen what is a need of an array. Why to use this array then, right? So let us recall the same example. Suppose we want to create a student's database, and in this student's database, if say I'm going to store only the serial number of a student. When I'm dealing with only one student, simple, I'm going to declare int x1 as my variable, which is going to hold the serial number for one student. Suppose I'm dealing with 5 different students, then integer x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. In short, to handle this 5 different students serial number, I am supposed to declare this 5 different variable. Okay. Now, when the data is limited, no problem, I can declare this variable and directly I can assign a value to it. But consider a situation where I am dealing with a huge amount of data. For example, if I want to store the serial number of 100 different students, right? Then how we are going to, or how we are supposed to proceed for this? The int x1, x2 up to x100, right? So theoretically speaking, it's fine. Even during say dealing with what we call the writing a program, I can declare these variables, right? So when we are talking about the declaration and declaration of this variable and all these things, it seems to be like a simple one. That means simple, declare the 100 different variables. But practically when I'm going to implement it, it look like a tedious job. Tedious job in the sense just write each and every variable and assign a value. So instead of this, when I'm dealing with a multiple variables having same data type, the same I can write specifically for this simple integer x of 100. So this declaration becomes very simple. And what will happen? So x of 0 is the first variable, x of 1 is the second variable, x of 2 is the third variable. In this way, the last variable is what? X of 99. So in this way, automatically within this say simplified declaration, all the 100 variables are get automatically initialized. Right. So it is say theoretically as well as practically seems to be simple as compared to the this approach. Now the important thing, say I'm going to declare this int x, int this x and int this x here, right? Everywhere x is common, your data type is common. But what is the meaning of each and every declaration is totally different. As we have declared only integer x, this x is considered as a variable. As the x is defined along with simple brackets, so simple bracket represent what? X is simple one function, and whenever the variable is followed with a square bracket, it is considered as what? Simple one array, right? And what is array? Array is basically collection of data elements having same data type. Right. So what it indicates? Simple. The moment at which I am going to declare int x of say 5, no doubt total 5 elements are there with me, and all these elements are having data type as a integer. Suppose I am going to declare float of y, say float y of 5. What it indicate? Y is an array which is going to hold the 5 different values, and all these values are what? These are basically the floating point values. If I am going to declare say character a of 5, what it indicate? Total I am going to hold 5 different characters. Okay, so there is no any number or no any floating point value. So again, just what is an array? Array is basically a collection of data elements having the same data type. It's not like that. One value is 1, second is 1.2 and third is a. We can't say this as an array. Why? Because the data type of 1 is different, 1.2 is different and a is different. We can say this as an array. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 like this, because all these values are what? Integer, or 1.0, 1.2, 1.23. These are what? The floating point values. Or say A, B, C. These are what? Simple my character. These all are what? Array, but this is not an array. Right? And what is its syntax? Simple return type. name of array and size, like integer x of 5, float y of 5, and character 0 of 5. So in first, x is an array which is going to hold the 5 elements and all are having the data type as an integer. In second, y is an array which is going to hold the 5 different values and the data type for all is a float. And in third, z is an array which is going to hold the 5 different characters. Right? So this is about some basics of the array. So in this video, we are now going to talk about some programming, the processing of the array. Now, let us discuss this program statement. What is that? Program to add elements of two array. Okay. So previously we have seen one example in which we took one array, right? And whatever the array elements are there, these array elements we have added together, right? Now what we have to do? Right now we are there with two different array. The first I will say as x of 5, which is going to possess say the elements as x of 0, then x of 1, followed with x of 2, then x of 3, and at last x of 4, right? So these are the elements associated with the first array, that is x of 5 array. And now the second array is there with you, and that array I will say as a simple y of 5, right? So which possess the element as y of 0, y of 1, y of 2, y of 3, and at last y of 4. So simple. Now what we have to do? We have to perform this addition. That is x of 5 should be added with y of 5, and whatever the result that generated I am going to store into the third array, so that array is having the same size here. In short, x of 0, y of 0 added together, the result obtained is z of 0. X of 1, y of 1 added together, the result obtained, and it is stored at z of 1. Then again, x of 2, y of 2 obtained result at z of 2. Then x of 3, y of 3, and the result whatever obtained is get stored at location 0 of 3. And at last, x of 4 plus y of 4, and the result is get stored at 1 0 of 4. Right? So this activity we have to perform. So simple. First, initialize the first array, then initialize the second array, accept data elements for first array, accept data elements for second array, and at last do the addition and place the result into the third array. So this is the simple logic now that we are going to implement to perform the addition of two different arrays. Okay? So let us see now the program execution in code blocks. Here is the code. So as said, the three different arrays are there with us. The first array x of 5, second array y of 5. The content of first and second array, that is x of 5 and y of 5, we are going to add together, and whatever final result that generated, that result we are going to store into third array, which is a z of 5, right? Then this loop is going to accept an element for first array. This specific for loop is going to deal with acceptance of data element for second array. Then whatever the contents are there, these content we are going to display on the screen, right? So this entire program is responsible to display whatever the array elements that we are going to provide on the output screen. And finally, with the help of this for loop, we are going to perform the addition of these two array here, right? So let us cross check this. So the elements for first array I am going to enter. Say my first element is 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So these are the elements to my first array. Now again for second I am going to put in reverse order. See 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? Then here I am there with. So the elements of first array that we have entered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For second array 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And whatever the addition is there, that is 5 plus 1 6, then 4 plus 2 6, 3 plus 3 6, 2 plus 2 plus 4 6, 1 plus 5 6. So this 6 6 6 6 this entire result is displayed on the output screen, right? Okay, so again, if you want to deal with this with some different value, let me add it together. So 1, 5, 6, 9, 8, these are the elements of first array, then 5, 6, 7, 8, say 1 second, and finally the result that produced here. So in this way, I'm going to declare two array. The first array going to hold the 5 elements, second array going to hold again the 5 elements. These two are added together and the result is stored into the third. So in this way, we can perform any mathematical operation on this single dimensional array. Thank you.